Mr. Maldonado, I can't respond to your chat, but no, I did not find that Rule 11 in the e-file.
Thank you.
I can't respond to your chat, but no.
All right. I'm going to try to get through this morning, but my computer was just rebooted and it's acting as if it needs to be rebooted. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to call the dockets, ask for announcements from the parties. Start in alphabetical order. Atascosa County, in the interest of Virgil Mason Roberson, a child.
Judge, that case was going to be dropped. They've, I think they're filing a Rule 11 with, they said a reset to 211. I did see a motion for continuance in the e-file queue.
All right. I was in Carnes yesterday. All right, San Miguel has been dropped for today. Frio County, Cintas Uniform versus Christian Cool et al.
Alan Russell on behalf of the plaintiff, the movement Cnty. It's a default, liquidated, ready to proceed.
All right, I'll mark you. If my computer allows me. Okay, number one. Matter of the marriage of Jesus Flores and Celeste Cantu.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, are you ready to proceed, sir?
Yes.
All right, I take the short uncontested matters without attorneys. After those with attorneys, I'll mark you A. Will be the first self-represented case I take up.
And I'm the interpreter for that case, Your Honor.
What's that?
I'm the interpreter for that case.
Oh, I see. Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Matter of the marriage of Aaron and Joseph Martinez.
Moving present, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I'm here with representing Mr. Martinez, Your Honor.
Okay, and what do we have to hear?
Motion to compel discovery, Your Honor, and additional temporary orders.
We also have a motion to continue that, Judge.
Is this your motion?
It is, Your Honor.
And how long to hear all of this?
My motions, I believe, will be about 20 minutes, Your Honor.
25 to be safe.
I don't disagree with that, Judge.
Ana Vasquez Garcia versus Calvin Spear et al.
Your Honor, Roberto Maldonado here representing the plaintiff. We have a Rule 11 agreement to extend the temporary orders, a restraining order in this case for 14 days and to pass today's hearing. It was filed and accepted yesterday at 1:31 p.m. with the court, with the district clerk.
Okay, I will go on and start signing things as soon as I can in the judge's queue.
Thank you.
In Karnes County, Excalibur Rentals versus Swift Transportation et al. Motion to compel.
That case has been dropped, Judge, and reset to 2/4/2021.
Okay, and did I have any other dockets today?
You have an addition with Carnes.
Oh, I saw that. Hold on, it didn't open up for some reason.
There's 2 EOG cases. One of them did not get on the addition docket for some reason.
Is it a South County case?
Judge, and so that would be all for Atascosa, right?
Yes, I believe so.
May I be excused?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Okay, yes, ma'am. Okay.
All right, Karnes Civil Additions.
Yeah, those are, we have 2 receivership cases, one of which I was recently appointed ad litem to, and both of those we have motions to pay property taxes and as well as attorney ad litem fees.
Okay, so 9/12/183 EOG versus Dickinson et al.
Yes,
long?
Judge, that's one of them.
Okay, it says 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So both of them together, not even 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay. And what is the cause number on the second one?
The second one is the Adams receivership. It's 11-4-0-0-0-0-9-8. Sure, I'm speaking in my microphone.
EOG versus Adams?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's- Okay, all right. Anyone else told to be here today? Your case was not called. No? All right. Is there anyone that needs a breakout room? No, okay. All right, Cnty versus Christian Cool.
Good morning, Your Honor. This case is our motion for default judgment on what is a contract dispute, and the claim is liquidated. There are two defendants, the individual owner of the business and then the business itself, Full Throttle Logistics. The business is a forfeited existence, so we've named both the individual owner and the corporate entity. The court will take judicial notice that in the file, the court's file, are affidavits of service, personal service on the individual defendant, Christian Cool, an affidavit of due diligence to try and serve the registered agent, Mackenzie Cool, at the same address. The process server was told that she resides there but was never home, and so therefore we served that entity through the Secretary of State. All of those returns are on file, and answer dates have come and gone. All that's broken down in the motion itself. The evidence submitted includes the actual contract as Exhibit A, which was a 60-month agreement. Per the terms of the agreement, my client, Cnty, outfitted Full Throttle Logistics full workforce with 15 sets of shirts and pants, FR shirts and pants, beginning in April of 2018 on a 5-year rental agreement. Beginning later that year, they quit paying the bill, and as broken down in the affidavit of Mr. Matthew Morgul, which is attached as Exhibit B, the account got over $5,000 behind in rental payments. And as we sit here today, the delinquent account, unpaid account balance is $5,106.16, as detailed in paragraph number 4 and Exhibit C, which is an account statement. That triggered the early termination, the liquidated damages fee based on the terms of the contract. 224 weeks remained on the agreement. The average weekly invoice amount being $358.63. That resulting math formula per the terms of the contract is a liquidated sum of $40,166.56 owed for the unfulfilled term on the contract. That is, the average is demonstrated in Exhibit number D, the invoices that were used to calculate the average. Finally, when the account was terminated and my client attempted to get its garments back, none of them were returned, and the entire 247 shirts and pants were retained by the client, by the defendant. The value of those garments being $32,110. So in all, my plaintiff is moving for a default judgment with attorney's fees of $2,500. That's supported by Exhibit F to the motion. Is seeking total actual damages of unpaid invoices, $5,106.16. Liquidated damages of $40,166.56. And then damages for the unreturned merchandise of $32,110 plus attorney's fees, $2,500.
Okay, I don't see in the coordinators, pardon me, in the district clerk's records, where were the citations returned? What dates?
I have file stamped copies, all 3 of them in Frio County, it looks like.
Right, and what dates?
Let's see, the first affidavit of service filed September 1 of 2020. The affidavit of due diligence filed October 15 of 2020, And then the service return from the Secretary of State was filed November 17 of 2020.
All right, because on that one, it says certificate issued, so let me see.
That helps. There's the return that we got from the filing on that.
Okay, and I'm getting an error that says error mapping drive, so I am unable to look at the documents from Frio County. So what I'm going to ask you to do is take all your returns and your affidavits and petition everything. If you would just post that to me in chat, I'll have a look at it. Now, are they asking for 100% of the amount that is billed each week, or is it a percentage of it?
No, it's the formula essentially is 50%. There's a formula in paragraph 11.
Okay, yes, and that's what I'd seen before. It was a percentage.
Correct.
And is it an either or, in that are they entitled to ask for that percentage and the fee for their unreturned merchandise? Because I'd seen some years back one of their forms that it was either or.
You're correct in that. The issue, though, is that there are separate paragraphs for damaged and unreturned items. If everything is available to be returned, then it's an either or. But when they don't return the items,
that
yes,
makes sense.
I
Because
can
know
point you to that. Yes, sir.
That's fine. I know they've got the company's name stenciled on them. All right, if you would just post your returns then to me in chat, I will review them. And do you have your proposed order, judgment?
I have it. I've submitted it, but I can certainly post that as well.
If you'd post that in chat too, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, EOG versus Dickinson and Adams. Mr. Repka, you're still muted.
Excuse me. I'm ready, Judge, and I think Mr. Charlon's here for EOG.
I am here, Your Honor. I apologize for the lack of video. I'm traveling, and unfortunately, the webcam I have with me is malfunctioning, but I'm here.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
Sure, Judge. So this is another receivership, albeit a much smaller one that I was recently appointed to. And what it is there are some claimants on deck waiting to, and I think we will have another setting for that relatively soon to get a few people out of this receivership. But for the time being, I was just appointed, I believe, in December, and housekeeping stuff. I filed a motion for the payment of property taxes. In this case, I don't believe the taxes have been paid since 2007. Well, the 2017 taxes are due, and then there were some for 2014 as well. In my motion, I've attached, and I personally go hunt these down. These tax accounts are difficult with these receiverships, but we think we have everything attached to that motion. So we need asking the court to approve the clerk to pay those taxes. Total amounts about $1,700 for this receivership, Judge. And these are all actually to the Karnes County Tax Office. And as far as orders on these, all of these, we e-file these orders, but I'm always trying to figure out or relearn how we want to get those signed during our Zoom hearings. But what I can do is I can upload these orders to the chat to the chat function here, or I can just say that they're in the queue, however the court would like to have that done.
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay, so if you'd like me to just kind of proceed through all of them and then deal with the orders, Judge, or?
That's fine, go ahead.
Okay, so that's so in all we have 4 motions, two per receivership. For the Dickinson, this one that it's actually an older receivership, but it's one I was just recently appointed. So that was the motion for payment of property taxes, and those are all due to Karnes County. and have a proposed order for that. Judge just asking the clerk to get those, the district clerk to get those paid. On that case, I have a motion for my fees. What I've done on this case is I've basically reviewed the title, drew it all out, and again, we have some claimants that have been released already. We have a few more that are going to be, and you know, there are a few other people I think that we don't have waiting to be claimed, but you know, I've reviewed title. You know, again, this case involves much fewer people and much fewer moving parts as the other one. Anyway, the fees on that I'm asking for is about $1,400. I have a proposed order for that as well, Judge. If you'd like, I
Okay.
can just switch over to the next receivership.
All right, let's ask EOG, any comments or objections?
We have no position on this, Your Honor. We support Mr. Repka's applications. Thank you.
All right, yes. All right, go ahead to the Adams case.
Sure, Judge. The Adams case, same format, basically with a, although quite a bit longer, our motion has attached to it all these tax statements from Karnes County, from Karnes County ISD. We've also been tracking down a Wilson County account. We have one of those on there. It's a very small amount. And actually, just to touch on this, I filed a first amended motion. So the order, just to avoid any confusion, there's an amended order because I found, again, it's a pain because, you know, who are these receiverships? Who are the taxes under? And it's kind of we're still getting at least the Wilson County ones to make sure they're under the right name where we can locate them. So anyway, that's why we did the first amended in that first amended order. Although it's not titled first amended order, that's the most recent order is the current one there. So those taxes are, you know, in various amounts, about over 10,000. I'm not sure the total, but they go to, you know, the order will indicate, you know, which ones go to Karnes County ISD, and then Wilson County on those. And then lastly, just another motion for my fees on this case that have been ongoing. We're working through the various issues in this case, and I have an order that it's around $9,000 plus some expenses of a couple thousand. I have some other people I pay as well. We're asking for approval on that, and that's all I have on that case as well.
And anything from EOG?
No opposition, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, I will review those, and if I have any questions, I'll get back with you. If not, I will approve them.
Sure, Judge. Do you want me to send those to you in the chat?
It doesn't matter. If you're free to do that. If they've already been e-filed, you're free just to leave it at that.
I'll go and send them over as well. And of course, if there are any questions, just would you just let me know, please, on that.
Okay. All right.
May we be excused, Your Honor?
Absolutely. You're both excused.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
All right. Let's try and get the pro se case knocked out. All right. Mr. Ramos?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you swear or affirm that you will, to the best of your ability, translate between the English and Spanish languages the comments and words of the court and the parties?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Give me just a moment to go and pull this case up in Frio County. All right. Is anyone from the Frio County District Clerk on? Yes, Dahlia. Okay. What does I'm looking at your remarks, and on the return of service, it says bad service, Webb County.
They were unable to serve her.
Okay. That's what I would suspect, but okay. All right, Mr. Hernandez.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ramos.
Señor Hernández, ¿usted necesita intérprete, señor Hernández?
Sí.
Okay.
Sí, por favor.
All right. You tried to have the sheriff in Webb County serve the divorce papers on your wife. Is that true?
Usted trató de servirle la documentación, la citación a su esposa en el condado de Webb, ¿es correcto?
Sí.
Yes.
The sheriff will send back a piece of paper that is signed that either says that they served the papers on your wife or that they could not find her and they did not serve the papers on your wife.
Y el departamento del alguacil va a enviar de regreso un documento, un papel diciendo, firmado, que pudieron servirle la citación a su esposa o que no pudieron hacerlo.
In this case, they returned, the signature from the sheriff said they could not find your wife and did not serve the papers on her.
Y en este caso la enviaron y que no pudieron encontrar a su esposa y no le pudieron entregar la citación a su esposa.
Sí.
Okay.
So we cannot go forward with this unless she signs a waiver of citation or the sheriff or serves a copy of the citation on her.
Y entonces, por esta razón, por este motivo, no podemos seguir adelante con este caso, a menos de que su esposa mande una renuncia firmada de la citación o que el departamento del sheriff, del alguacil, mande una copia de la citación.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will drop this case, and once you get your wife to either sign a waiver of citation or the sheriff serves her, you have to give her, call it a month to file an answer. And if she doesn't do that, then you can get this case heard.
Entonces, no podemos seguir adelante. Voy a dejar este caso pendiente a menos de que su esposa mande una renuncia de citación firmada o que el departamento del alguacil mande una copia firmada de la citación.
Es que
Un mes para eso.
Yo no sé dónde está. Pero luego se fue cuando nos casamos a los meses.
Well, the thing is, I don't know where she is at because she right away after we got married, she left and I don't know where she's at.
Ya tengo 8 años sin saber de ella.
And it's been 8 years that I haven't heard from her.
Okay. Mr. Hernandez, I can't be your attorney and the judge too.
Señor Hernández, yo no puedo ser su abogado y el juez también.
There are ways that you can show the court that you have looked for your wife and can't find her.
Hay formas en que usted le puede mostrar a la corte de que usted ha tratado de buscar a su esposa y no la ha encontrado.
Okay.
And then you can give her notice by posting something at the courthouse or by putting a notice in the newspaper.
Y entonces la forma que usted puede notificarla es poner una notificación en la corte o poner una nota también en el periódico.
Okay.
Okay.
So you may need to hire an attorney to get that done.
Entonces probablemente necesite usted contratar un abogado para poder hacer eso.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish you good luck, sir.
Le deseo buena suerte, señor.
Okay. Gracias.
Thank
All right.
you.
Does anyone else need the interpreter today? No? Okay. All right, Mr. Ramos, and I appreciate you being here. You are excused. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day. Stay safe. Thank you.
Okay, let's see. The matter of the marriage of Martinez, I believe that's next.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what do we need to do in this case? You said that there's motion to compel and additional temporary orders.
That's correct. Those are my motions, Your Honor.
And I do not have the ability to actually look at documents at Frio County, and I think that's on my end and not Frio County's. I'm not sure. Usually when I have that issue, I reboot my computer and it goes away. But as I said, I just rebooted it, as y'all know, while court was supposed to be starting. So is this something where I need to have a copy of the temporary orders to look at, or can we just do this verbally?
The motion to compel, Your Honor, all it is we have not received any responses. Respondent filed a motion to extend the deadline to January 15th. You signed that order and extended the deadline to the 15th. And we still have not received the responses, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I have an explanation for that. And problem is, my client right now, he's got more than one family member who has COVID. I spoke with my client this morning. He's very ill. He's going to get tested. He believes he has COVID himself. My main paralegal was out for the last 2 weeks with COVID. I was in quarantine for 2 weeks for COVID. Even though I never had it, I still was not allowed to come to the office. So we're way behind the power curve regarding this, and that's why I couldn't comply with the deadline, because I had nobody to help me do the work, and my client is also ill. So I just couldn't, I'm not trying to deliberately dodge Mr. Molinar, but I can't comply with something when I've got COVID running rampant in my office and with my client.
Well, Your Honor, we understand the severity of COVID and the importance of quarantine. This is the first time Mr. Opposing counsel has even notified my office of the COVID situation.
I've been trying to reach my client, and I finally reached him today. I couldn't reach him before because he has COVID. I found out today that he has COVID, but my paralegal and my office has been in chaos because I've had people who left for COVID, and the other attorney who was handling this for our firm left the firms. So I got everything dumped on me, and I'm playing catch up like crazy for the last week and a half now. So I apologize, Mr. Molinar, for not trying to get to him sooner, but I just didn't have the opportunity to do so.
The justification for the extension, Your Honor, was that his office needed to file an answer on another citation.
Okay. Let's move on from the motion to compel. And what other changes are you looking at? You said a motion to modify?
Well, additional temporary orders, Your Honor. My client's not even receiving child support, Your Honor, and there's no child support order in this case at all.
Your Honor, I'm agreeable to creating a child support order, but also there's no visitation schedule as well. And
all right, I'm going to put the two of you into a breakout room and let the attorneys talk about this for a few moments.
That'd be great, Judge. I appreciate it.
At Mr. Russell's documents. Okay, you should have an invitation to breakout room number 1.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, and Mr. Russell, did you have a copy of the return on Mr. McCool or Cool personally?
That ought to be the first one.
All right, looking at the motion for default judgment, it's 84 pages. I went through it, I did not see it.
I sent
Military
three
service-
attachments. I sent three attachments. The first one being the service documents, the second one being the
Oh,
motion
okay.
itself, third one being the
Hold on,
proposal.
here it is, here it is. I'm sorry. You and Mr. Repko were sending things at the same time, and I just saw two with Russell at the bottom of a bunch of his. All right, that's fine. I'll sign your judgment. You would be surprised, and there was one county in the district that they hadn't trained their deputies, and the printed form says, I served a copy of the citation and then there's a blank and they'd write citation. So there's nothing on the face of it that shows the petition was served. And that probably 6 or 8 months worth of defaults were all not taken, had to be reserved.
Well, and the technicalities, I mean, it's all down to the cross your T's and dot your I's on these defaults. I understand.
Yes.
Okay, may I be excused? Do you need anything else from me?
I don't need anything else. I will e-file this, and actually I'll just post it in chat to the district clerk in just a moment.
Terrific.
All right, have a good day, sir.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. And Mr. Maldonado, what case did you have?
Your Honor, it was a 21-01-00030 in Frio County. Diana Garcia versus Calvin Spear et al.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed that. Let me,
Judge, we do have the letter that shows the Rule 11 for this case that we accepted. Do you need a copy of that since you
Yes,
cannot
no.
see it?
yeah, no, I don't need anything. You're telling me that you've got a Rule 11 to reset it. Did you need me to sign an extension or something?
Yes, Your Honor, and we can upload an order with the attached Rule 11
Sure.
agreement.
Just-
agreement.
Yes,
Can
just
we do
post
that?
that to me
Can I be
in,
excused, Judge?
yes, just post that to me in chat and I'll sign it.
Thank you, Your Honor. I've got an immigration officer calling me at 10 o'clock for an asylum interview. So if I can be excused and just upload that.
That's perfect. That's great.
Is there a reset
Thank
date
you.
on it, sir?
February 3rd is the expiration.
Okay.
And we'll put that in the order.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, I don't see Mr. Molinar back.
Judge, I don't know where he went, but he was not very civil.
All right, let me see if he's still in the breakout rooms or somebody's trying to sign in. There he is. All right, Mr. Molinar, are you back?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so where do we stand?
We are
Well,
going.
Your Honor, I tried, Mr.
Okay, well,
Molinar.
one at a time. I was address Mr. Molinar first. Go ahead, sir.
We're going to need to have some time in front of you, Judge, on both the additional temporary orders and the sanctions for the motion to compel, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, and what documents are you asking for in the motion to compel?
We have asked for interrogatories, admissions, production, Your Honor, and disclosures. The difficulty we have, Your Honor, is, and I understand that Mr. O'Finin is saying, O'Finin, I believe I mispronounced that, is indicating that his client is under COVID. And he was able to communicate with his attorney, but he's not on here. And the difficulty we have is he is a convicted sex offender, Your Honor, and part of the previous temporary orders, we abated visitation to allow some discovery to occur to see what risks there are to the children, and we still don't have that discovery, Your Honor.
All right, and I'm sorry, it's Mr. O'Finer, and I've been mispronouncing it?
It's O'Finin, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right. And what relief are you asking for today, Mr. O'Finin?
Your Honor, I just want to get time to be able to actually do the discovery. Again, there's a previous counsel on this case. He left the firm, and I've had the inability myself to catch up on his cases. And one of the
things that was John Hicks.
John Hicks left the firm, Judge, and I inherited this case. So I basically learned a little bit about this case in the last couple of days, and I realized that I can't get it all done because my paralegal's been out sick with COVID, and now my client is sick. So I can't have him come to anybody to sign and notarize his documents. I don't have an online notary here at this office. So I still have to gather what he has and get it to Mr. Molinar. But with regard to these additional temporary orders, Mr. Molinar acknowledges the fact that these two people are married and they had 2 children together. But now, many, many years later, he wants to say, oh, but by the way, he was a sex offender before they got married and he should not be allowed to see his children. And I find that a little bit ridiculous. And, I think my client should pay child support, but at the same time, there should be a visitation schedule with the father. He's not been accused of any crimes during the marriage.
Well, I'll agree with Mr. Molinar that we would have some information about that. I don't know what the circumstances were of any alleged offense or in fact offense. So is your client employed when he's not home with COVID?
I believe he is, Judge. I don't know what his salary is at this point in time, but like I said, I'm never against fathers or mothers paying child support they owe. But at the same time, I think the court should be well aware of the fact that any offense that he's been charged with happened long before the marriage. And that's something that they're trying to create now as an ex post facto rule or something. And I find
well, again, let's wait for the discovery on that. So can the two of you come to an agreement about the amount of child support?
Judge, I'll be more than happy to, but Mr. Molinar, when I try to talk to him, talks over me, and I can't ask a question or get a word in edgewise with him. So if he's willing to listen and let me talk, I'd be more than happy to talk.
I'm directing both of you to discuss child support. I'm going to put you back in a breakout room. If you're not able to come to an agreement, then I'll make a decision. Yes, sir.
May I have a suggestion, Your Honor? Previously, Mr. Hicks entered temporary orders that were abated, Your Honor, and that child support amount was offered and created with the information that Mr. O'Finan's law office has available to him. So I would suggest that we just use the same child support number they had previously ordered.
Okay, I'm going to.
I don't know that it's available to me,
You
Judge.
just received an invitation to breakout room 3. or did you just say you agreed, Mr. O'Feinen?
No, I don't agree, Your Honor, because I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm
if
going
I
to put
have
the two of you in a breakout room. If you can't settle it, I will come back.
Thank you, Judge.
Come back and I will make a decision. You should have a invitation to breakout room 3, do you?
I do, Judge. It's just popped up. Thank you.
All right, Ms. Riley, when was the Garcia versus Spear case? That was 2-4?
Hold on 1 second, Judge. What county is that one in, Judge?
Frio, the last one on the docket?
I think he said reset to 2-3, but, or he said something about the extension ends at 2-3. So I wasn't 100% sure on that. I don't know if Dahlia has anything with stating that.
That's what I heard too, that the extension ends on 2/3. So I thought if that was going to be the date, I wasn't sure either.
I don't know if that date's pretty full already, so.
Is that a Frio date?
No, it's a Wilson County date, but it's got some Frio cases on it, but it's a full docket.
Is there a better date before then, like the 1st or 2nd?
Second would probably be better, or even the 1st with the LaSalle County. The Wilson County docket's already full on the 1st. But LaSalle County, I don't have any civil cases set on that docket yet. So the 1st or the 2nd even would be.
Okay, and when I get that, I will sign it for 2/2 and ask you to notify the.
Okay. Thank you. I can send him an email as well if you'd like me to.
Please. Dispute.
Judge, I just posted in chat the agreed order from Mr. Maldonado. It does reflect the reset date for February 3rd. I asked him to send me something with the February 2nd date, but I haven't heard back from him. So
Okay, I'll make this change.
thank you, Judge.
Was it a civil?
I'm going to leave it expiring on the 3rd, but change it to the 2nd for the date.
Okay, thank you. Did you want a copy of the Rule 11 agreement from Nifa Carrillo and Rasheen Mazahedi on the
No,
Roberson case in Atascosa County, Judge?
no.
And I told you it's a reset to 211 on that one.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I sent Dahlia the agreed order on Garcia versus Spear.
Yes,
And
I
do you-
see it.
Okay, and do you need that, Ms. Riley, or just?
Judge, one thing I do notice is the cause number is incorrect. He put 30 and it's 3.
Okay. Okay, I sent you that.
Thank you, Judge.
Hold on a moment. Hey, folks, I have to take a call. I'm just waiting for the attorneys to come.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes, it says Mr. Molinar is connecting.
Yeah, he's, I don't know why he keeps getting lost every time he comes back, but we've worked it out, Judge.
Okay, excellent.
I don't know why I got lost. Sorry about that, Judge.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Judge, Mr. Molinar has been very gracious and professional in allowing me till the 9th of February to get him all the discovery.
Okay, excellent.
And right now, we're not going to ask for any visitation of any kind, whether supervised or unsupervised, but we do want to allow the father to make phone calls and video visitation with the children via the internet. We'll be more than happy to exercise that, but until we get his discovery out, I've agreed that we're not going to press forward on any type of visitation, regardless of, what I mean is in person, either supervised or unsupervised, other than video or telephone calls.
Okay. All right. And child support?
Judge, according to what was agreed to last month, or actually in November, he should be ordered to pay $641.48 per month, starting February 1st.
Okay. All right. And Mr. Molinar, is that your agreement?
It is.
All right. And do the two of you need an answer date? I mean, a entry date?
No, I don't. Do we need one, Paul?
I don't think we need one, Judge.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Whatever you all think. Okay. Well, then I will approve those. I'll sign them when they reach me and you are excused.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Carlos. Have a great day.
Thanks, Paul.
Right. Okay. Do y'all need anything else from me before we take off?
I think we're good.
How will I get the this last case? Send it by email or?
What last case?
This one that we just did, Martinez?
Yeah, I don't know how long they're going to take to
Correct.
get the things ordered. So I don't know.
Okay.
Whenever they submit it, and if they never submit it, they never submit it. That's, if it had an answer date, we'd be worried about it. But if they're not worried about it, and if they never do it, as long as it happens, that's fine.
Okay, that'll be fine. Thank you.
All right, y'all are excused. Have a good day.